What
So
else
you
is going on?
shot a video.
Oh, yes.
I
Yeah,
saw a clip of that online. At Statics Music. Is that your Instagram?
that's my Instagram, but,
Yeah.
I didn't post it there. I shared it on my stories there, but,
Yes.
um, you gotta go check out, my homie, Feral the Earthworm. Just go to YouTube, type in Feral the Earthworm, and, it'll be his latest video, but, it's called The Answer. The track is called The Answer.
Cool.
So, yeah, that was a fun little what's up?
No, I was just saying. I mean, how long did it take you to shoot that? Just one little session. Record.
Yeah, so, I think we did something like 6 takes, just so I could get different angles. Um, I think the second or third take is the one that was actually, like, good as far as, like, his recording the audio, but I just wanted to get different angles to have plenty of footage. So we did some more. Um, I ended up shooting a bunch of, like, B-roll around the studio and stuff like that, just extra footage just in case, and I didn't end up using any of it 'cause, that song is just, like, lyrically, it is packed, you know? And I
Right.
was kind of afterwards like, "Hey, I'm not gonna use any of that B-roll just because, like, uh, it" I don't know, I guess I don't know if you would call, like, creative direction or whatever, but I was just like, "This song requires attention on you," because there's so many lyrics packed into this song, like, I was like, I think I told him, like, "No one's gonna wanna look at, like, an acoustic guitar B-roll of an acoustic guitar on the wall while you're
Right.
spitting all these words," you know, and,
Right. Right.
so, yeah,
Right.
yeah, just a bunch of extra footage that didn't get used, but, that was all over the course of, like, maybe 2 hours or so,
Oh wow, that's
if I
cool.
remember correctly, yeah.
And he gives you you're able to just edit it however you want to edit it.
Yeah, yeah, he's pretty much like,
Just put it together.
what did he say? Full creative control or whatever, something like that, you know, and, which is always nice. Actually, it could be nice either way. For something like that, it's cool when people are just like, you know, "Do whatever you want," you know, and then, like, from there, obviously, if they wanna make changes, that's cool. But also, if someone hits you up with, like, "I got a storyline and I got locations and you know, I see a vision for this, I just need someone to help me make it," that's also tight because there's kind of less thinking involved
Right. I would. Yeah. If
when
I
it comes to
was.
that.
Yeah. If I was in your shoes, I would like. I would like that. The second one you said. I mean, creative control is cool too, but um, somebody with a clear vision of what they want, and they can relay that to you clearly
Mhm.
and concisely, you
Yeah.
know, then that helps a lot too. Because then you kind of like, you know, it's not like you're free or anything, but it's like, okay, this how you want it. I'm gonna shoot it, baby, just how you want it. It's
Yep.
on you.
Yeah, that's right. This turns out horrible.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't want it to come out horrible, but
No, I wouldn't.
there is
I wouldn't be sharing that one.
right. It's
But
just
yeah.
more of a like. Actually, if you guys can collaborate on his or her vision is the ultimate. Because then you can be like, okay, well, I could see that, but what about if we did it like this to make the shot a little better?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then he go, okay, yeah, that's a good,
Yeah,
that's the
and
ultimate,
yeah, for
I would
sure.
say.
And there's also things that, tend to pop up when people, you know, they're not photographers or videographers or whatever that they might not see where I'm like, "Okay, like, I see what you want me to do, but you haven't considered that, like, the sun is over here, and
Right,
it's doing this, and it's casting a shadow on this, and that's gonna fuck this up later," you know?
right, right,
There's a
right.
bunch of little things like that to consider, but, yeah, you know, it's fun times regardless. On that one, also that like, there wasn't really, the track is more, like, philosophical than it is, like, storytelling on this particular one,
Hmm.
and if it was storytelling, like, you know, I'm in my kitchen doing this or whatever, then, we should probably do something that's a little more cinematic, you know, something
I got
in
you.
like, you know,
The,
that
the
whatever you're describing.
the setting would be, you know, in the kitchen. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So on that one, I sent him, originally just, like, the initial edit, and, it was just, like, straight up clean video, with like the framing and the color grading and all that kind of stuff done in transitions. And then I was like, if you want, like, I didn't want it to go too crazy with it, but I didn't have those, like, I don't know if you saw the whole video or not, but like there's these edits with like the framing and cropping kind of popping around. And I sent him a little sample. I was like, this is what I would like to do. I don't know if this is too much for you, but just to add a little spice to the editing of it, but also not take over what he was saying. Like I didn't want to distract from it,
Right.
the lyrics. That's another thing to consider too. And I was like, if I did this sort of choppy editing or whatever throughout the whole thing, it would be overkill. But I'm only going to do it in the intro to grab attention, and then in the hook of the song to kind of tie everything back together. So yeah, I ended up doing that for the whole, like the full creative control. What I really want to do for the whole thing is what we ended up as an end result, and I think we're both pretty happy with the how it turned out. So
I gotta check out the whole video. I just saw a little piece of it. From what I saw, though, it looked clean. You know, so
cool.
good job.
That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, appreciate you.
What's your favorite aspect of the whole process? What do you like doing the most? You like shooting, editing, grading?
Getting paid and being
Besides that,
done. No. As far as like the actual technical process, that's a good question. I would
oh,
say
interesting, bitch. Here we go.
when I when I have that creative control, if you will,
control,
and it comes to figuring out, okay, what like spice do I want to add to this that's unique to make this different from other things, whether it's the way I did that editing on this one or whatever. Brainstorming on that, and when that idea comes to you, and then you go into the software and you actually pull off what's in your mind, then you're like, word, I got, like, in that instance, even though it's kind of in the beginning, you're like, I got the whole thing figured out now. I know exactly how this is going to go. I just need to execute the editing process. Like, does that make any sense? Like, it's sort of like
no, I mean, like once the light bulb comes off, and once all the ideas and the filming come together, and the light bulb comes off in your head, like, okay, wow, this is exactly how I want it. Then the last piece of the puzzle is executing it with the editing of the project. Is that kind of what you were saying?
Yeah. I think verbatim. It's like the epiphany of that idea, because it's like you're just sitting there with blank footage and you want to do something unique to it, and you go from what am I going to do to, oh shit, there it is, it's all clicking, and now it's just a matter of time and literally clicking with the mouse for hours to get it done.
That's your favorite part about it, based on everything you just said.
Uh-huh.
Are you trying to say, are you trying to relate to me, is once you figured out how you want to edit the video, and when you start editing, that's your favorite part?
I think so.
The moment you realize, boom, this is how I want to edit this video, that's your favorite part of the whole process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But editing it itself,
oh, fucking hate it. No. It's
time consuming.
It's time consuming, yeah, and man, this
it's just
part of that's this computer I'm dealing with, but whatever. Yeah, it's it's time consuming.
No, yeah, trust me. Those little clips I do for the That's a Trip show, which is this podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Like and subscribe.
We have YouTube channels, but those little clips I do, I mean, those take because you gotta look at the footage. You can't play around with it.
You got to watch it back.
So you got to watch it back. And we usually go for about anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour. So then you're trying to find the right spots the editing part is it's kind of fun. I would think it would be fun, like if I don't drink, but if you were a drinker, you know what I mean, and you partake in anything else, and you just kind of said, all right, I'm gonna be sitting here having a little party with myself, editing this video for 5 hours. Then it'd probably be not too bad if you gave yourself. But usually you're like, or I'm like, all right, I gotta get this shit done. All right, you just
Yeah. It's
press a button, clip in, and just
yeah. It's a little different. I think that's a little more relatable to like what I was doing with the video clips from imaginary stereo shows
Mm-hmm.
where yeah, you know, you're experiencing this thing in real life just like you are the podcast now, and then you got to relive it again later,
Right.
and then editing on top of that. And I you know, I try to do a good job on all that as far as just getting a good shot in the moment with every artist because I'm thinking about things in the editing process later on.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, with a music video, it's just so much more if you're trying to do it, you know, something tight, obviously. But
Well, yeah,
like imagine
you gotta. Oh, go ahead.
just like if there was a beat playing over this podcast right now, and then
Mm-hmm.
later on in editing, everywhere like the kick and the snare hit, you had to go in and make a little chop for,
Yeah,
you know, fucking however many minutes the song is.
that's rough.
There's some time consuming uh for sure, some time consuming
Right.
aspects of it. But what were you gonna
You
say?
No, I was gonna say I forgot. you got
Sick.
you got to be real meticulous and your approach. Like it's
Hmm.
if you don't have good if you don't have great attention to detail, if that's not really your style, I don't think editing, you know, it would be your strong suit.
Nah,
You know
nah.
what I mean? Because you really like like editing it on a beat or a cut on a
Hmm.
beat is you
Even
know
the lighting and shit, man.
right.
Like that's something I've been. The lighting and coloring is something I've been trying to focus on a lot more lately with videos and pictures. Um, and before, some of the techniques I've been using recently, um, like the white balance and stuff would change if you're like shooting a different angle or whatever. If you're not paying attention to stuff like that, you're going to be in post just like, oh man, like every single little clip maybe have a
Yeah.
different white balance. You know, it'd be like me trying to match my room up to your room right now on the podcast.
Hey.
Yours looks better. Yours looks better. So I'd have to match mine to yours.
I
But
love
you
it.
know, just if you're trying to match that, little things like that.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like some of your imaginary stereo. I kind of seen you get to like a next level, not a next level, but your stuff really started standing out as far as the pictures you would take, the way you colored them. I could tell you go into it with a theme and how you want to
Yeah.
portray, your vision, so to speak. So yeah, that's good, man. That's
Yeah,
good. You're a
appreciate that.
jack of all trades. You're
You
spinning
know,
plates.
it's a
You,
blessing
you
and a curse.
you're doing great things. So you know.
Appreciate you. Say some more. Say some more, dude. Keep going.